Hey family, this is this is an explained case number 4. This is talking about my grandfather, and this is dealing with prophecy. My grandfather was a reverend of a church, okay? Prophetic reverend of a church, and everything that he said actually happened. I never forget one time I was living with him, and it was drizzling in the morning, and he said to me, he woke up and he said, today is going to flood. I'm like, what does he mean? I mean, it's barely drizzling, okay? Next thing you know, I'm going to work. I get to work by 8 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, they told everybody to go home. It was one of the biggest floods in the tri-state area in history. I mean, breaking up the concrete, the roads. It flooded so bad that even leaving the job to go home, the guy we had at Lincoln Continental, we got in his car. We were literally floating. We were literally floating in the water, okay? So I just want to tell this story about how they are true prophets, they are true people. Another time with gifts. Another time what happened, when I was living with him, I said, I was working, want to get this money, get this bag, whatever, right? And what happened was, I said, he came to me and he said, you working too hard. And I said, what do you mean? He said, the way God put it is you got 8 hours for work, 8 hours for rest, and 8 hours to take care of your business. He said, you're out of sync with nature. You are working too hard. You need to cut back working so hard, work smart, right? Just allow God to lead the way and provide for you, and everything will be taken care of. I didn't want to hear, I'm young. I'm like, what, 19? I'm partying. I just want to get this money, work all this overtime. I was working all this overtime. The very same day when he told me to stop, and I didn't want to hear it, I literally was working at this job and cutting this pipe with a sawzall. Backfired, broke my finger the same day. And the crazy thing about it, when I came home, he never says, I tell you so. I told you so. He just said, okay, well, you learned your lesson. Okay, now you know what to do going forward. Okay? So everything that he said, even to the point where he was telling me and he was showing me how he can navigate by the stars. By looking at the North Star without any compass or anything, he know where to go. He could find his way home. Okay, that's what you call star stepping. He also was a member of the Negro League, American Negro Baseball League, played center field for the Philadelphia, I think they call it Philadelphia All-Stars. But he did a lot of amazing things, and people literally worshiped him, not in a way of ego, but as of adoration. He raised pit bulls. When he would come around their area, they would literally bow down to him. I mean, literally, it was like 6. I remember at one time he had like 6 to 8 pit bulls. When he walked in a room, all these pit bulls would bow down. And he said, you have to show them who's master. You have to master this dimension. You have to master this world. You have to be true to who you are. And therefore, the world will treat you accordingly. Okay? So I just wanted to share this with you and say, it's good to be raised with examples of people with gifts and to show you so you'll never forget, so you can never doubt it. A lot of times people they doubt like psychic abilities, healing abilities, because they never seen it. But I was privileged, not privileged, but I was, I guess you could say privileged in a way, where I was shown, spiritually privileged, I was shown that this is real, okay? So I just want to share this with you and say this is an explained case because I experienced it for myself. It's a lot more to him. There's a lot of things that he told me that was going to happen actually happened, but that would take like 10 hours because it was like every day when he says something, it will manifest. So I just want to share this with you and say, time to go within. Don't look outside of yourself. Don't follow nobody. Follow yourself. And one thing I would say is about him, because you hear people talk about what a man is, okay? He was a man because he cried when he wanted to cry, he smiled when he wanted to smile, and he followed the Creator. He didn't follow man, he followed the Creator. That's the only man that I ever actually knew, because this man was not under any peer pressure, social pressure. He was under the guidance of the Creator. So we all can do the same thing. Just want to share this with you, and I want to say love and light. Get out, nature, fast more, pray more, meditate more, drink more water, and you will feel the energy of this high vibration that we're in. All right, love y'all, love and light, peace.